this. What's your take on the economic policies that
Look at her face already.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't care. Yeah, I don't really care about this stuff. I did have a point about the trans stuff.
You don't care. Thank you. Yes. Thank you. Be honest. I don't actually give a fuck about economics because I'm white and I'm rich and who cares? Let's go back to talking about girl. Okay. Thank you. Yes.
Wanted to bring up quickly. I will admit they know more about this than me.
Destiny, are we actually beating pre-pandemic purchasing power? Yes. I believe if you look up Fred, real median wages, I'm pretty sure they are higher. They have been. Absent this spike, that's kind of like during the pandemic itself, real median wages spiked a ton, but it was because all of the lower class jobs had been kicked out of the economy. So the only people that were left working were stay at home, like middle class workers. But once the economy picked back up again, yeah, our real wages have been basically back at, or they're at all-time highs.
It's just not what I'm into. I should read up on it though. But just back on the trans stuff because I couldn't get in there. I want something that the right, so something that I think a lot of the people that went to the right and the right is definitely sick of is the LGBTQ whatever being shoved down our throats. And Lisa showed me this on the car right here. If you look up, not only do we have a gay pride month, not only, but it's gay pride a year all the time.
Wages is not the same as buying power. Correct. That's why I'm not talking about wages. I'm talking about real wages, which is buying power. Dipshit.
Because I have this as a link in the doc. There's so many gay holidays, literally multiple every single month. There's even more singular gay holidays in Gay Pride Month. So what is why do they have to shove it down our throats? It's annoying. I know that you're not doing it, but I think that's a big shift to the right.
It's sometimes multiple times a month. It's like nothing. Like for people that say they're so oppressed, there's nothing more celebrated right now in our culture than gay sex. And here's the problem that I have with that.
Yeah, I agree. Maybe
nothing is more celebrated than gay sex. Is that what you just said?
Say they're so oppressed. There's nothing more celebrated right now in our culture than gay sex. And here's the problem that I have with that.
Yeah, I agree. Maybe.
This is excessive. Here's what's excessive.
No, but I understand the urge to celebrate oneself when for centuries you've been, dehumanized.
But you're not anymore. So here's the thing. I go into a Target with my daughter.
Nobody's been alive for centuries, my man.
I go in with my 5-year-old and my 9-year-old, right? They can read, right? And there's rainbow flags everywhere. And it's like, I forget what it said in this one Target, but it was like be gay, right? And like be something else.
It's like a toddler's t-shirt.
Right? And it's like, no, it was like,
there's no way it says be gay.
I'll find stuff.
It was really crazy.
Be gay.
It really was. It was
gay do crime is a.
It was like something. It was something that
says a lot.
I can't remember the exact phrase, but I did tweet about it. So it was like, this was a while ago. It was like 2 years ago. It was so egregious, right? And my kids are like, what does that mean, right? And so my next door neighbor who flies the gay pride flag, we live literally across from a schoolyard where there is like kids, elementary school age, playing out in the thing all the time, right? And so they're asking these questions, right?
She had these same issues a long time ago. Is that true? The per capita arguments? Oh, wait, fuck.
As a per capita
like
class,
more people,
I don't think that's...
There are more white people on welfare than there are on black people on welfare right now today in America.
But black people are like white people are like 3 times the percentage of the population, right?
Yep, there's still more of them. And they're not committing as many crimes.
Okay, but
you can't just say lower socioeconomic status is the reason that they're committing these crimes.
Yeah, but like we would, if we were going to meaningfully analyze these numbers, we would look at this as like a per capita, not an absolute number of people, right?
I mean, there's an absolute number of people. There are a certain amount of people that commit crimes. There are a certain amount of people that don't, right? And if we break that down into demographics, more African American people commit crimes than white people. True.
Right? Like, I don't want my kids sexualized. I don't want them talking about sex. I don't want them knowing about sex. My kids, they're 3rd grade class, didn't even know what curse words were. That's the kind of environment that I keep them in, right? Oh, I don't want...
Oh, honey. Oh, my God. My dear. You sweetheart. You think your children in 3rd grade don't know about any swear words? Bless your heart.
Elementary school age, playing out in the thing all the time, right? And so they're asking these questions, right? Like, I don't want my kids sexualized. I don't want them talking about sex. I don't want them knowing about sex. My kids, they're 3rd grade class, didn't even know what curse words were. That's the kind of environment that I keep them in, right? Oh, I don't want to have to... Like, I want to be able to choose when I want to have the conversations about sex and sexuality with my kids, right? Like, if I want to say 2 people can love each other, if I want to say 2 men can love each other, that should be fine if they love each other. If I want to say that, I want to choose when I'm allowed to say that without having it plastered everywhere. I mean, all the time plastered everywhere, as if it's invoking conversations. That's the problem.
So let's get Luke. Let's get your take on the. Do you believe that it is excessive the way that the government is focusing on things like the LGBTQ
government?
Because I mean, we're making all of these days. I believe these are all sanctioned by the. I mean, they're not federal holidays, but they are.
Harvey Milk Day, federal.
Yeah, like I mean, it's all the time.
No, I think I'll found like some LGBTQ website. I don't think all of these are like.
No, if you go to national holidays, because I used to have to check them for congressional stuff. Like we have to say like happy whatever day.
Again, it's like.
Do you think it's shoved down our throats or not?
National, like federally recognized holidays? Wait, how many federal holidays are about gay shit? Is a federal holiday is only a holiday where like banks and everybody get time off, right? Not just like the random like, oh, this is like welcome to Indigenous Trans Day or whatever, right? Federal holidays list, USA. Okay, federal holidays. We've got New Year's, that's kind of gay. Martin Luther King, I don't think he's gay yet. Washington wore wig, kind of gay. Memorial Day was probably gay vets. Juneteenth has some gay people because some of them would be gay. Independence Day wore wigs, they were gay. Labor Day, not gay. Gay people don't work. Columbus Day, wigs gay. Veterans Day, some veterans are gay. Thanksgiving Day, Indians are gay. And Christmas Day is definitely not gay. Wait, is there a single gay federal holiday? Wait, there's not even one. Wait, what holidays is she talking about? What? What?
I'm like, let's address food insecurity in the country. Let's address poverty. And it's like, oh, there's two LGBTQ.
Federal holidays,
Some of
but
them
they
are
are
Harvey Milk Day, federal.
days. I believe
These
these
are like
are all
official
sanctioned
national
by,
holidays?
Yeah, these
by
are-
the. I mean, they're not. They're not federal holidays, but
Okay, he says they're not, and then she says some of them are.
they are.
Harvey Milk Day, federal.
Yeah, like they're
Harvey Milk Day? I'm so sorry. What is Harvey Milk Day? What is, I don't know anything about. Do you get work off for this one? He's a gay rights activist who was assassinated in 1978. Bro, I feel like conservatives would, honest to God, be like the best people to have as allies for like LGBT people. Like if you wanted to do a memorial for like LGBT shit, but you didn't want to actually like fucking read all the bullshit, you should just like dress it up as an anti-gay meeting and invite some conservatives to speak, and they will go on stage and they could probably recite the fucking history better than any gay guy in the entire United States. We're here to talk about how the history of the Stonewall riots. We're here to talk about Harvey Milk and blah, blah, because they apparently know every single fucking thing about like gay history. And you can just sit there and listen and pretend that they're not being hateful about it. It's like, okay, cool, this is cool. We just like remember all this shit because they know it better than we do. Holy fuck.
yeah. I mean, it's all the time.
No, I think y'all found like some LGBTQ website. I don't think all of these are like.
Schools are pushing the straight agenda. I want to choose when to tell my kids about straight people loving each other. True.
No, if you go to national holidays, because I used to have to check them for congressional stuff, like we have to
But
say
my
like
point
happy
is,
whatever day. and
again,
they're
it's
all in
like-
the national
You think it's
Really?
shoved down our throats or not?
I'm like, let's address food insecurity in the country. Let's address poverty. And it's like,
deflect.
oh, there's too many gay holidays.
Well, I mean, there are different.
Come on. My point is,
So you're
I
saying you don't want
understand-
to talk about this topic because I
Even
mean
if-
we can move on to something else if you'd like.
No, I'll talk about it. I'm trying to demonstrate the point that I'm saying, which is that the Republican politicians that have bad like economic prescriptions, they benefit from us fixating over these cultural things that.
They force us to fix
All right, time out.
Let's
Just-
fix us.
I'm good, but I'm addressing it. But I don't know if there's too many up there.
I think that-
I'm sure we could debate about that. But I do think it's totally understandable that there's been. You were talking so much about backlash, how y'all have reacted. If you know that, like a lot of people growing up too, I was trying to explain this to Bella with her usage of certain terms, harmful terms,
Slurs. Funny ones.
slurs. You wouldn't empathize with someone who like their whole life felt demonized, dehumanized. So then moments like a Pride Month or something, it's just their chance to be like, "Woo, I'm proud of who I am." And if y'all don't think it's moral or something to be gay, that's your
No, but
journey.
it's
Hold on. I want to put a pin in that.
But my ideology says that even
Just as a heads up, this show started with, okay, we're at 1 hour, 34 minutes, and 7 seconds.
As today we've got. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Culture War podcast. Today we've got a couple Gen Z guests. We're going to be talking about Donald Trump's victory and why Gen Z men went for Donald Trump and why Gen Z women didn't. So if you guys want to go ahead and
That's what we're supposed to be talking about today. We're an hour. What did I say? We're at 134. We haven't even talked about that topic yet, but okay.
even with different moral frameworks, we can generally coexist as long as we don't dehumanize. Which not y'all, but like the right wing for a very long time was doing that.
So you mentioned people. You said people all their lives. There's no one in Gen Z that remembers a time where
It's just not true. I promise.
There's no one in Gen Z. You don't even let me finish. But there's no one in Gen Z that really remembers a time where gay marriage wasn't the law of the land, right?
Right. Yeah, because they're too young.
How old is Gen Z? Like, what's the oldest Gen Zer?
I'm
26, 27.
26, 27. So when was the
2013 was it? Obergefell?
I'm not sure. I thought it was like 2012. So it's been a decade. So I mean, maybe there's a handful of people that were that are Gen Z that remember a time before being by
It was
before
2015. I just looked it up. Obergefell v.
Because
Hunter.
10 years ago, hold on, 10 years ago was when Obergefell was passed or the Supreme Court made that decision. So to say that Gen Z is in a situation where they remember a time where they were persecuted for being gay, I think that that's not right. Maybe millennials, definitely Gen Xers could say that, but I don't think that Gen Z can say that.
There's
Here's the
lots of
difference.
tension. They want all this like oppression points. And by the way, even before it was nationally legalized, it was also becoming legal in certain states with the
Okay,
Supreme Court.
yeah,
Started
no.
in
But before that,
Massachusetts.
though, but there's one even more thing that's like even more whatever. You said something, and I'm going to give you credit for that. You think that we can have a framework where we identify, like we each have our moral beliefs, and then it's but it's able to coexist, right? And I think that's true, right? I do think that should be allowed. However, we have like NFL sports teams making their people wear rainbow pride flags, but they're not making them wear crosses.
Right.
They're not having a Catholic night where everybody's got to wear a cross on their arm. Okay,
Black national
hold on, I'm not done. And we're not having big like Catholic parades where.
Is that even a thing? If I look this up, is this even happening? NFL Forest players, rainbow jerseys. This season, NFL players and coaches have been spotted on the sidelines wearing apparel with multicolored patterns. Whether this is the front of that, what's the reason for different colors? The reason behind it. It's a great reason. NFL's been working with the ACS for over a decade, dating back to 2009. They come together to fight against cancer. Wait, who joined? Oh, hey, what's up? Wait, give me like 15 minutes.
Okay, no worries.
Is that okay?
I'll let you continue watching this slop.
Shut the fuck up. You're a slop, bitch.
All right.
Love you.
See you soon.
Wait, is this just American Cancer Society? Wait, is this not even about, I thought it was going to be like people were choosing to do it, but this is in 2022. The refusal to wear a rainbow-colored uniform potentially missed games for the club that pays you to play. Okay, this sounds like it was a thing. I guess, right? Or wait, is this in Australia? Wait, was this even in the United States? Wait, can somebody link me this? What the fuck are they talking about? She mixed it up with the NHL. NHL teams won't wear theme night jerseys after players' LGBTQ pride refusals. Teams will still celebrate pride on other theme nights, including, okay. NHL teams, this is in 2023, won't wear special jerseys for pregame warm-ups during themed nights next season. The result of a handful of players. Okay, so they didn't even have to. It sounds like they refused to do it, and it was only for pregame warm-ups. And it was for theme nights. Okay, this is like this is so different than the NFL was forcing their players to wear. Okay, whatever.
Where there's naked people, he's got to wear a cross on their arm. Okay,
Black national
hold on, I'm not done. And we're not having big like Catholic parades where there's naked people in the street, right? We're not having Catholic ideology or whatever taught to kids in school. We're not saying what.
You're pointing out these are mostly what you're talking about are social things, but they are sanctioned by the government. So even though the government isn't making the NFL do these things and the government's not saying
they're teaching about non-binary stuff in school, but
wait, what does the government have to do with first of all, this is a fake story. How is he talking about how? Oh. One of the funniest things when you catch like a friend or a partner or whatever lying is to just ask them questions and to see how much they'll make up. Like, let's say that somebody was supposed to like take out the trash, but instead they stayed inside and they played Call of Duty. You're like, hey, did you get the trash? Like, oh yeah. And they're like, oh yeah. Did you see Mr. Frank outside? I was like, oh yeah, I saw him. Yeah, we chatted. Yeah, he said everything's cool. He asked how your whatever's been. And they're like, this guy hasn't left the house. He's just been playing video games all day and he like hid the trash in the garage or something. Like, it's just like what? Like, well, not only did the NFL ban or force players to wear rainbow jerseys on the field, the government even sanctioned it. And it's like, I don't even think the first thing happened. How could the second thing have happened? How do you have a memory of the second thing happening when the first thing didn't even happen?
they're not teaching about Catholicism in school.
That's right. That's the point.
So
That's the point that I'm making. Is they are mostly social things.
True. Y'all. Wait.
This is the gaslighting I'm talking about.
Wait. What you're talking about is you'll have examples. Like in the curriculum, it's not, hey, in second grade, we're telling you what it means to be trans. At least I haven't seen that in curricula. But what is true is that sometimes teachers, maybe sometimes in ways that are inappropriate, induce their own ideology into teaching, as has been happening forever. My teacher did talk about their Christian views a lot in a public school, in an environment where normally that's not supposed to be a thing. I did have them talk about how like weird stuff about the Civil War that was kind of weird and right wing. And that is a thing, and you can take issue with it on the local level with your teachers and all that. But again, the blowing.
They're acting like it's a federal government order to all teachers to trans the kids.
I'm not trying to gaslight, but I'm just saying the pride message, while there's instances like I agree, if you're in a place where it's just like public.
This is true for me growing up as well. So many of my fucking teachers like injected so much Christian ideology in like every single fucking class that I took. It was crazy.
You're naked? Stop. But
largely the gays.
With the pride message, the best of the pride message, and what has helped us make so much progress with the next generation and with current, and like as the generation have gone on, we've made progress on this, is saying what I'm saying, which is that
it's because I went to Catholic school.
We can be proud of who we are as individuals, and some people can find that behavior
But 10 years ago, we were there.
But the pride flag isn't saying like you have to be gay or you have to be trans. It's saying
no, but it's forcing us to have this
we
conversation.
weren't there
It is forcing you. You do have to be gay. When you wear rainbow shit, it means any gay guy can walk up to you and molest you. Okay?
Years ago, I can tell you that for sure. We weren't.
I'm telling you, when I was growing
I
up,
don't think y'all understand. You're complaining so much because people treat you bad because you have a MAGA hat on. You should experience, what a lot of people experience.
We love gay people. I love gay people. People on the right, my mom, everybody love gay people.
Great, that's an awesome
Now I'm
experience for you. That's not the universal experience for everybody.
You're gonna say now I fucking hate gay people because they want me to wear their fucking rainbows.
But I'm saying there was a cultural shift before you were born. Okay.
How do you think we made that cultural shift? Yeah, sometimes the pendulum swings a little bit
But that's
far in this direction.
my point. Is now it's moving a little too far. Right now it feels ubiquitous, and that's why there's backlash. I didn't care before if gay people got married. Now I don't want them married. Like that's
What the fuck? I was just kidding. I was joking. I didn't actually fucking mean that we were gonna.
A little too far. Right now it feels ubiquitous, and that's why there's backlash. I didn't care before if gay people got married. Now I don't want them married. Like that's
just
literally
like
how I
a
went.
really reactionary way to view.
Well, because it's like it's like give an inch, take a mile. Right?
It's never enough. That's the thing. What more does
They need a social cause
just
to
so
like be
gross
the
that y'all
victim
say
of.
that.
Like, what?
But it is. They need a social cause to be a victim of, to constantly be in this fighting mentality. It's kind of like the Marxist social trend.
It is fair to say that as long as you have lobbying groups and special interest groups, that they're going to need to be in a position of victimhood, so that way they can continue to.
And that's fine. That's why we
So
need
now, whether or not you think that it's extended
across the political spectrum, there's like Trump Bibles being put in.
Yeah,
every time anyone says anything, you're like, well, Trump.
No,
like you've literally replied with Trump's name almost everything I say, and I wasn't making.
I'm trying to demonstrate like it's whenever I'm demonstrating a principle. If you vote on the basis of some of these issues without understanding how they're ubiquitous, then you're voting in a misinformed way. So I'm trying to illustrate.
Well, everyone has their own interest in the things that they're going to be concerned with. So the people that would be an LGBT lobby, they're going to be voting against things that are positive for Christians or whatever.
That's not true. That's my
What?
point, though, is that
so then Christians vote against gay people, but gay people don't vote against.
not all Christians vote against gay people.
What you're alluding to, maybe it's not. I'm not saying that everyone.
No, that's not.
What you're alluding to is people on the right will vote against the things that are good for gay people or whatever, but people that are on the left won't vote against.
No, I think sometimes the Democratic Party also is successful in blowing these issues or convincing people to be distracted by certain issues that then they don't actually have to do as much structural stuff on. Like the economic things I think we should fix would be contradictory to that of a lot of special interests, powerful big pharma, big oil, etc. And so it's easier to run on issues that don't threaten those special interests, which the right and left do. But at least the Democratic Party has some record of making positive economic progress, whereas the Republican Party is just using the fuel of these cultural issues.
So what I want to say about that is, you said like,
and pride is not exclusionary of Christianity. It is vice versa if you believe.
No, they mock it. They dress up as nuns and mock it.
Would you consider
I don't like mocking religions, but I'm saying that one is saying you get to be who you are if that's a super religious, straight, whatever. That's you can be part of that.
I strongly disagree with that.
They don't
You
let
must
us.
celebrate
You think
this.
the pride is saying everyone should be gay? How does that even work?
but
They say if
they're
you're a man and
saying
you don't want to have sex with like a trans woman, so a man, then that's transphobic.
They do say that.
They say
Who
that.
the fuck cares if somebody calls you transphobic? Who cares? Why do you care? How often are these conversations coming up to an ordinary human being? How many times as a guy, are you telling me that if you were to remake Office Space in 2024, that he's like working away at his computer and somebody's like, hey, here comes the Office survey, the monthly survey, would you have sex with a trans person yet? And the guy's like, no. It's like, oh, you're transphobic, cancel him, kick him out of the office. Like,
I don't believe that anyone of note, any Democratic politician has ever said
It's always
that.
about the
oh,
politics.
thank you, true. And even in, for normal people, 20 times more.
Because I'm not going to get bogged down. Do you understand the framework? Engagement sells on social media. So we're all...
Do you understand the framework? The framework that Luke is referring to is Luke is bringing up things that Donald Trump says or leading Republicans say. They're bringing up crazies on social media.
Always going to hear these really loud idiots, and I'm not going to let my entire political analysis be skewed by that. So instead, I'm going to focus on relevant people, which are people in positions of power. But y'all's whole world is shaped by an annoying
social
TikToker with
media.
blue
I just earlier mentioned that there's a congressperson from I believe it's from Montana that's a trans person that was saying what was the remark they made, that trans women are biological women. So
oh my God, what is this? That's your attack. That's how you're feeling, like attacked by Democrats, bro.
Show me that.
And
Another source request. Not good. Ooh, he's like, oh fuck, oh no.
getting that up.
Do you think he's going to bring this up again? Do you think he's going to be able to find it, or do you think we're just going to forget that and move on to the 50 other pivots and attacks?
I want to point out, you did mention how you had a Christian teacher. What other what is the percentage of teachers that pushed a left-wing ideology onto you? Because I had that way more. I had like 2 conservative teachers in my entire life, of like high school through college, and everyone else was super left-wing. So this is
Where did you grow up at? What city?
This is the point that conservatives are making, and you say that we just feel like we're being victimized. No, we know that they want us to know we're in the minority, because at every single major institution, we have the Hollywood elites, the college, like the education system.
I don't even know. See how she just corrected there? Are most teachers? I'm willing to bet this is a vibes question, or this is a vibes feeling. If somebody's pulling that, you're gonna like the opposite. Like K through 12 is probably a lot closer to being 50-50 Democrat versus Republican, whereas colleges probably do, especially depending on the major, probably skew more in one direction. But it's really a case of like K through 12 is like ultra heavily skews pro left. I feel like even if they do, I don't know, but
The government.
Somebody has a source on that. Throw it out. I'm curious.
Even though I guess Trump will be in the government now, we all still know that largely there's a lot of politicians that condemn just being conservatives, you're transphobic, all these certain things. I mean,
Politicians that condemn being conservative? Okay.
literally every single major institution in America skews left. So we're sick of being told that, no, we're just feeling like victimized. No, that's the truth. Tell me, can you answer the question? How many teachers, like, be honest, were left wing that you could tell?
I mean, if you could,
My school district? Oh, it was
No,
probably
it's just
more.
that you're
doesn't matter.
teachers.
Like overall,
So you might have an
teachers
issue.
like statistically, teachers wildly
Yes.
skew Democrat.
Absolutely.
You might have an issue with the actual with the outlet, but the transgender women are every bit as biologically female as cis women. Biological trans state lawmaker claims. That's Zoe Ziffer, the Montana state rep.
Correct.
So
the
that
trans women
is-
are women, full stop thing I don't have a problem with. Obviously, biologically female is an incorrect
Okay,
statement.
so this is exactly what I'm talking about.
Okay.
There are Congress people. There was a Congress
There's a
person.
state rep, but yeah.
They're elected
There is a trans person that was just elected to to the Congress in Delaware as a representative from Delaware. Shares these beliefs. But
I'd love to.
I mean,
see the context of that. The
Delaware-
point of that is weird. Every bit is biologically.
What context do you need?
this is
No,
not
because
it's not,
the reason there's a quote within a quote.
What context do you need when there's literally like, look at how hacked up this is. Transgender women are, quote, every bit is biologically, or quote, every bit is, quote, biologically female, end quote, as cis women, end quote, bisexual trans state lawmaker claims. Jesus Christ. What context do you need? I don't know any.
I think probably this is total guess. She might just be wrong, which I will totally admit.
Also, remember, defend. Yeah, no, fuck you, Caesar salad. Yes, that's exactly what I say. Remember, it's Luke. We're Democrats. Defend. I'm sorry. Can we look up what did Marjorie Taylor Greene say about literally fucking anything? Like the crazy. Like if I were to, I bet she's got like a fucking. Was she also doing the weather controlling thing? Yes, they can control the weather. It's ridiculous for anyone to lie and say that it can't be done. And of course, when you confront them on this, they'll always be like, well, actually, cloud seeding is actually, that's actually a real thing. And I was just like bringing that up, just and completely out of nowhere. Also, when those wildfires or whatever happened, she was also a proponent of the space laser theory. Find me the quote. Find me the exact quote. Now, to be fair, this was before she was in Congress, I believe, right? Wait. When did Marjorie Taylor Greene first elected Congress? Hold on, let me check. Maybe it wasn't actually. Was it 2021? Okay, it was 2021. So this is a couple years beforehand, to be fair. There are now over 70 people confirmed dead and over 1,000 missing. The fires in Seattle are a horrible or horrific tragedy. I'm praying for all involved. I'm posting this in speculation because there are too many coincidences to ignore. And just putting it out here from some research I've done, stemming from my curiosity over PG&E stocks, which tanked all week, then rallied Thursday night after California officials announced that they would not let PG&E fail. I find it very interesting that Roger Kimmel on the board of directors of PG&E is also vice chairman of Rothschild Inc., international investment banking firm. I also find it interesting the long history of financial contributions that PG&E has made to Jerry Brown over the years and millions spent in lobbying. What a coincidence it must be that Governor Brown signed a bill in September of 2018 protecting PG&E and allowing PG&E to pass off its cost of fire responsibility to its customers in rate hikes and through bonds. It must also just be a coincidence that the fires are burning in the same projected areas that the $77 billion high-speed rail project is to be built, which also happens to be Governor Brown's pet project. And what are the odds that Feinstein's husband, Richard Blum, is the contractor of the rail project? Geez, with that much money, we could build 3 U.S. southern border walls. Then oddly, there are all of these people who've said that they saw what looked like lasers or blue beams of light causing the fires, and pictures and videos. I don't know anything about that, but I do find it really curious that PG&E's partnership with Solarin on space solar generators starting in 2009, they announced the launch into space in March of 2018, and maybe even put them up before that. Space solar generators collect the sun's energy and then beam it back to Earth to a transmitter to convert to electricity. The idea is clean energy to replace coal and oil. If they're beaming the sun's energy back to Earth, I'm sure they wouldn't ever miss a transmitter receiving station, right? I mean, mistakes are never made when anything new is invented. What would that look like anyway? A laser beam or a light beam coming down to Earth, I guess. Could that cause a fire? I don't know. I hope not. That wouldn't look so good for PG&E, Rothschilds Inc., Solarin, or Jerry Brown, who sure does seem fond of PG&E. Good thing for Solarin that Michael Peavy is on their board since he's a former president of California. Like, bro, this is just one thing out of like a million insane fucking things that this lady has said. But like the idea that this is the This is the hill that we're about to die on? Seriously? And I believe she made crazy statements about the Hawaii fire as well. Although I don't know too late to look for that, so I take that with a grain of salt.
I think there's a chance someone said, "Are they biologically female?" And she said, "They're every bit a woman as a cis woman."
There's no context needed. It's very
there is,
clear.
because when we make the distinction between like your gender identity, right, how you're identified,
gender identity or
versus your
biological female?
biology,
She said biology.
Okay, but like,
Then just like play the quote. To play the quote, or look at the quote. Read the whole quote.
the only thing the quote is what I'm wondering about, if that was her words, but maybe. But it looks like that's what she said, and then she would be wrong.
I think the reason they put the quotes in there is because it's actually like factually wrong what she said.
Oh, maybe
They're
that's why.
not, they're not actually biologically female. So she's saying they're biologically female. So
Right.
the quotes are to say, oh no, she's implying this, but it's actually wrong. So
Yeah. So then State Rep Zoe Zephyr would have made an incorrect statement there.
so like, you know how you were saying,
Why don't concede it? You should literally have the Why do I pause on the weirdest frames? You should look up the clip, make them play it. What was the thing?
the left focuses on economic issues and things like that. When I
No, not enough, but
okay, but when I was watching, like, I think that both sides do this, and it's really because the general American public is stupid. And so, like, this is how they do it. But if you were to look at, like, the marketing materials of both sides, clearly they were, like, fanning the flames. We were looking at, you know, a clip that you said of Kamala Harris saying the thing about the transgender prisoners and all that, right? And we were focusing on those type of issues. But at least she said it. We had her literally running ads that were complete.
Speaker Johnson confirms my scoop, issuing a statement on Capitol bathrooms. All single-sex facilities in the Capitol and House office buildings, such as restroom, changing rooms, and locker rooms, are reserved for individuals of that biological sex. I literally just got a meetings with members of Congress and used the bathroom on my way out. Trans women are women, full stop. Every bit is biologically female as cis women, and Speaker Johnson's statements doesn't change the fact that women's spaces include trans women. In the context of this, okay, this is a pretty retarded statement, though. I mean, I would say, sure. Still not even 1/1,000,000th as retarded as fucking Marjorie Taylor Greene statements, and also still not an attack on fucking conservatives.
Factual lies.
Yeah.
We had Kamala Harris saying that Trump doesn't support IVF, but he actually said a plan for IVF. The left.
Every time they said the very fine people statement.
Yeah, like,
was an
and it was
absolute
debunked like a million times, but everyone said it over and over. Obama said it on the platform.
Context a little bit.
In this election misinformation stuff will never be censored.
He specifically said, "I'm not talking about the white nationalists
Yep.
and the Nazis." He specifically said that.
Okay, but
on that, I agree. It's been taken out of context, but it's also
Oh my
not
God. You shouldn't even grant any of that.
lie, because he was saying the people who
Her saying it.
wanted the statue to stay, that was comprised of a lot of white nationalists. That's what a lot of that was.
That's a real
And then Trump
stretch.
made the
That's a
distinction.
real stretch when he specifically said.
The two sides. What were the two sides?
People
There
that didn't
were
want their
people
history torn down.
Yeah, there were people there that were.
That is, but okay.
The statue?
Yeah, there's people like me.
Yeah, the statue thing is like.
I love Robert E. Lee. I love him. I love that man.
What?
And like,
Why?
I learned so much about him and what
statue thing is like.
I love Robert E. Lee. I love him. I love that man.
What?
And like,
Why?
I learned so much about him and what
Why can't you learn history without celebrating bad parts of it?
Wait. He wasn't a bad person in general. Actually, he wasn't even like a fan of slavery. He loved. See, we don't have a devotion to our land like they did back then. Land was sustenance for them. Land was survival for them back then. And so what his problem was is like he was actually a West Point guy, right? Like he was a West Point guy, and he was asked to fight for the Union, and he said, "I can't fight brother against brother, and so I'm going to go defend Virginia." It didn't. He wasn't like General Lee wasn't like about the slavery thing. As a matter of fact, I think he had less than
Something like 1.5% of American Southerners own slaves.
Yeah, it was like
Oh my God, bro. We're really doing this too? And what, only 1,500 Jews died in the Holocaust? It's like, Jesus fucking Christ. It's actually a shame. It's like shameful. This is shameful.
ridiculous. That's not the point. I don't even want to get into that conversation. But that doesn't mean that he was like a bad person. He was a brilliant general, and he was actually a very cool, good human being. And just because he feels some loyalty to land, and he doesn't want to fight against his own
someone,
brother or
no matter
family.
how good of a person you think they were, is the leader, leads the military uprising and rebellion against the United States government over the issue
Who fired
of
first?
slavery.
Who drove up?
Who fired for? Oh, it was the North's fault. Even though the South said they were seceding from the Union, it was the North's fault.
That is not.
I don't think that it's
that
a
I
great.
want to put statues
Listen,
up
there's
to.
10 minutes left or so, and
Yeah,
I don't think that it's a great idea to try to debate the
Civil War. We're not doing
Civil War. But what I would like to do on the
You'd love my middle school teacher.
at the very last thing that I want to talk about is immigration, right? The problems at the border. I am interested in your takes, considering the fact that for 3 of the 4 years that President Biden was was in office, there was no problem at the border. There's no problem at the border, and it was all
South fired first. Yeah, at Fort Sumter, I think technically.
nothing's wrong. President Biden himself said that he wanted to see a surge at the border when he was running. The surge came. There were massive negative consequences.
What is this quote of the? Fuck, didn't we look this up before? He wanted to see what, like a surge of illegal immigrants or what?
For the population.
Wow, you should have to look these up, Luke. Next time, look these up. Give us the full quotes. Give us the quotes. Look them up.
And now we have a significant increase in crime, and you have cities that are dealing with the economic burdens.
In trafficking, human trafficking
That's happened because of it. And then for the past year, the Biden administration.
Why do you guys even care about that? Like, stop lying about that. Let's say that a study came out tomorrow, or some analysis came out tomorrow, and you were to see, oh, actually, human trafficking goes down when we allow more illegal immigrants. immigrants. Does that mean you're in favor of it now? No, of course not. Like, this is not a determinative factor for you. You don't give a fuck at all about these things. Stop pretending.
Burdens.
In trafficking, human trafficking.
Human trafficking that's happened because of it. And then for the past year, the Biden administration has admitted, or the last year of the administration, they admitted that there was problems. I'd like to hear your take on that. I'm interested in what your opinion is.
Yeah. So, I don't want to trigger you and bring up Trump again, but let's start with my criticism of Democrats, but then let me talk about why Republicans aren't any better on this issue. But first,
Well, no, that's not where I'm not asking you why Republicans are better. I'm asking you to talk about your Democrats.
it is
You can talk about the
crucial
Democrats.
because they are linked. Because
Yeah, like just shit on your own people. It's like Charlie Kirk and Cenk. Like, just shit on Democrats for us, okay? That's what you're here for. Like, just shit on the Democrats, okay? Please, just attack the Democrats for us.
Biden's inaction was in part prompted by the fact that Republicans refused to do anything congressionally, which Biden thought a systemic approach
That's
was
not
better.
true.
Not true.
I'll show you exactly. Hold on. Let me just say this. In
hold on.
2019,
If you're going to ask me a question like, give me your take on immigration,
I would like to take
you-
Lisa.
go ahead, go ahead.
So, Biden, Harris, at the beginning, made a lot of bad calls. They waited too long to address it comprehensively. Now, they didn't introduce an immigration reform thing right when they came in. Republicans said we don't want to engage at all. That could have been a chance to do something. They did propose the border security bill. Trump encouraged Republicans to shoot down. So there's these cases of why Republicans should.
You know why the Republicans
Why
did it?
I know why
Oh my God, if he says the Ukraine thing, I swear to fucking God, dude.
y'all think it is, but that's wrong. It's not because a bunch of people were let into the country.
No. Let him answer. Why?
That's not why.
Okay, what do you think?
Well, because it would have allowed for people that were.
Sorry, go. Sorry. Sorry, I'm sorry. I just debated slot. Sorry, go.
So
We already know all the dumb fucking talking points, the midwit talking points.
it would have allowed for 5,000.
Oh, for 5,000 a day. Oh, he's just this one. Yeah, that was the cap. There currently is no cap unless you try to do it by executive order and hope it doesn't get challenged. Like that. Yeah, but they think that the cap is it is like the minimum that would be allowed or something.
5,000 people to be let in, and it would have allowed essentially been a naturalization bill. It would have allowed the people that were here to stay.
So,
No.
the 5,000 point, I've dealt with so much because it's not that. It was that right now, encounters with the people that you're arresting, if there are 5,000 encounters per day,
On average over 2 weeks or something, or over a week or something, then it allows you to basically say nobody's allowed in for some number of weeks after, which you don't really have the power to do right now.
that doesn't do anything in terms of enhancing presidential powers. What this bill proposed was not that you're letting them go, but instead that the 5,000 triggers new power that Trump never had, that Obama never had, that Biden never had, that allows you to restrict the asylum process. Because right now under U.S. law, Trump and Biden, same, you have to hear asylum claims very expansively. This would restrict that once the encounters get out of control, which is very different than just letting them.
It was 5,000 people right up until.
You hear what I said?
every
But
day.
they're still getting arrested.
Yes.
Okay.
They're still getting
So
arrested.
They
then-
weren't being held. They were being allowed.
Then, and as a thing,
Which is actually
I
the
put it in the
biggest
doc,
problem, right?
yeah, I put it in the doc. Just,
I'll pull it up.
but let's do the comparison later because I know that'll immediately prompt more responses than just. I do think Biden Harris that hurt them a lot. That issue, but politically, it didn't spike crime. Crime has been plummeting under them. But I do think as an issue, they were afraid of the really, which a lot of beautiful people doing this work, the immigrant advocates. They were afraid that they would look too much like Trump's inhumane policies, which he went too far in the inhumane direction.
They're like kids in cages. That was actually fake photos from under Obama.
Cages weren't
But that
used for
misinformation was
separating.
censored.
The cages weren't for separating children like Trump was doing. But yes, those
When you
cages
get
were
arrested,
built
you
under
don't.
Obama.
Parents don't get.
And yes,
when you get
I heard
arrested,
before,
they
that's how we
don't
did before.
stay
I
with
think that's
their
right.
kids. I think it's inhumane to be arrested and then have to have your
Arrest
kids
a
not.
kid.
People
Kids
cross
should
the
be
border
held
illegally.
in jail with their parents.
But given the type of crime that crossing the border illegally is, and it not being a felony, you can fact check me on that.
But okay, but you're having people. If you keep
I
them
don't
together.
think separating the children a very traumatic thing. If maybe they have a valid, asylum claim, and all of a sudden you're doing this crazy thing, and then they get all mixed up, and it's this whole.
But do you see why-
Wait. So my thing, I'm trying to be nice to y'all.
I know, you're
Yes,
doing a great job,
they
Omar.
waited too long to take it seriously, but then y'all don't have a thing to say about it because once they were ready to take it seriously, Republicans went,
It's
nah.
fine. Okay, here's my turn. Okay,
And I put in the doc, Newsweek reports Trump released, your brains are going to explode, but more migrants with criminal records than Biden did.
Okay.
Entering the U.S. is
Time
a
out.
felony.
Okay, time out.
illegal, yeah.
Thank you.
So, I mean-
so wait, let me just go. Don't talk. Okay, so here we go.
Lisa, come
what I
on.
want to say is this is like, it's humane. I think it's more humane to separate kids from their parents, like in these situations, because you're housing them with other people who cross the border who have not been vetted. So do I want kids in this tightly quartered environment with people who may be like adults that may be predators or things like that? No, you want the kids separated from them so that they're, wait, let me finish. You
The
got
first
to go.
offense is a misdemeanor. Is where
Okay, hold on. You got to go. Let me go. So I think it's more humane to separate the kids to protect their well-being. Now, that said, now come here. You said this is my biggest thing because I did a lot of street interviews with James Klug on this. The biggest thing that they say is when we were ready to act, Congress didn't want to do it. Let me show you this. Because I was here for this. In 2019, the Democrats rejected a border wall. Now, can you please scroll down there and look at the things that it offered?
What do you mean? The problems we had in 2019 were completely fucking different. I don't think we had the mass asylum issues in 2019 yet. Why would we go back 5 years? Why would we go back and compare? This isn't even remotely the same type of thing.
Okay, we were giving. Okay, $800 million for urgent humanitarian assistance.
I don't even know if. Wait, in 2019, what was the composition of the of Congress? Had the Republicans lost the House yet? I don't even know if Republicans supported this bill altogether, did they?
$500 million for drug detection, additional border agents, immigration judges. That was huge, right? We also were giving, keep going, if you go all the way down. Oh, yeah. Allowing Central American minors to apply in their home countries, all these things. And then in exchange for, we were giving recipients from DACA. We were going to give more DACA recipients the ability to become naturalized. And a 3-year extension of temporary.
No, it was to give an extension of that legal status. It was to protect them for 3 more years from Trump just axing the program. What a lie.
Very protected status.
You're lying about what's like literally on the screen.
Here. Dems rejected it. So when you want to give me the argument that, well, Republicans didn't want to do anything. No, we actually gave them a way more balanced bill than they ever put on the table.
But
this is an NPR article.
Oh, you're right. More balanced. You're right. Yeah.
We gave you way more balanced opportunity. So I don't want to hear that we weren't ready to play ball.
This is what I'm talking about, though. Whenever that wasn't Biden. Biden wasn't in power then. I'm talking about Biden because that's who was running for president.
We're talking about Democrat versus Republican.
Harris. I can't speak for every Democratic action because I can tell you this.
Well, we're talking about the Democratic Congress. The Democratic Congress rejected this, just like the Republican Congress.
This is like so fucking. This is like so retarded. Holy shit.
Yours. Wait, no, you got to talk. It's my turn. So what I'm saying.
Ask me a question. I want to tell you.
I'm saying that the Democrats, you said you're changing it back to Biden. That's not what we're doing. You said the Congress didn't want to act.
Administration.
No, you said Congress. You said Congress didn't want to act.
What did I think about the Biden administration handling of the border?
I'm not going to defend you on this one because
I don't need you to defend. I'm just saying you did ask me about Biden administration.
You said
I want to talk about
this.
You
said Congress.
Let me talk about it.
I'm not going to finish my statement. You said Congress didn't act. The Congress refused to act. You didn't say Biden didn't act or Trump didn't act. You said Congress. And so I'm going back to
during the Biden administration. I said for the first 3 or like the first 2.5 years, he slow walked. He did bad. I condemn.
And then when it was time.
And then on this, the whole border wall thing, I agree. It got so ridiculously blown out of proportion. Give him the damn border wall if he wants it.
We tried to work with you. This is what this is showing. And you rejected us. And then when we reject you, it's, we are responsible for the immigration.
This is literally a bill suggested like during the fucking government shutdown. This isn't even like a real, bro. This is like weaponizing the worst aspect of like U.S. like congressional negotiation. Like this is literally fucking during the, because it said that workers were furloughed or whatever, didn't it? Some 800,000 federal workers throughout the country have either been furloughed or made to work, or been made to work. Like Jesus Christ, bro. Fucking
like that's not what we're doing. You said
why didn't he do it in the first 2 years of his admin?
Congress didn't want to act.
Administration. I said for the first 3 or like the first 2.5 years, he slow walked. He did bad. I condemn.
And then when it was time.
And then on this, the whole border wall thing, I agree. It got so ridiculous. I was told that Trump had fixed everything and handed that to Biden.
It was way better. Look at the stats.
Okay.
Way better.
Well, there was
because they were
in Biden's last, or not in Biden, in Trump's last year of running this country. I believe he had more illegal border crossings than any year under Barack Obama. Under Trump's last year as president. I don't know if somebody brings over a fucking thing of border crossings.
Because he was leaving office, but no, the 1 year y'all love was the pandemic year because migration froze because of the pandemic. But I don't even know if we want to go there. Because that's like
you won't speak for all Democrats, but you'll speak for all of us.
We have 2 minutes, and I wanted to get to see what we could agree on and how we could
my God.
get along. But let's finish this up.
How about we both agree that obstructing solutions, because in Nancy Pelosi's case, she probably didn't want to give Trump a win. In the Republican-led Congress, they didn't want to give Biden a win, is bad, regardless of who's doing it.
All right. So we are going to wrap it up. But I do want to get final thoughts. Would you go ahead, Luca? What do you got for us?
Thank you for watching. I've enjoyed talking with all of you. Go watch on my channel.
We can't say what we're going to agree on. It'll be fine.
We can say the final
We'll do a different one.
Isabella and I have a
They
show
didn't even talk about what they opened the show with.
once a week on Sundays that comes out called The Grudge, where we do a lot of this. And she's way more fiery than
That's because I take over.
It's explosive.
Yeah.
Too much so. We have to edit some out. So.
Yeah, see, we can't have Isabella's stuff.
Let Isabella talk, Lisa.
Y'all would have a difficult time editing if she went full Isabella. So that's interesting. And
We're fun time editing.
I do
It's
think if you're sort of like liberal curious,
Yep.
I'm the best version of it.
Yeah, we have a show. You guys should watch it. We fight. We literally are yelling at each other the entire time. It's a lot of fun. I do want to commend Luke for coming and sitting and talking with us because it really was 3 against 1. So he's a good sport. Most leftists won't do that. So that's really cool. And yeah, it was
I
exciting.
actually think you're reasonable, and I think that we could get to a lot more neutral ground than
sure.
people think we can.
Yeah.
I think we can agree on stuff, even though that was a whole 2 hours of fighting.
Yeah, that was crazy. That was like yelling.
That flew by.
That's me yelling.
I know, but then I feel like I had to yell.
I'm a loud person, though.
I know you are. Oh, but yeah, thanks for having me. Check out the show. I also have a YouTube channel at Isabella Moody _ and yeah.
Lisa?
I just want to say, like I said, thanks for coming out. I really appreciate it. I think we need more of these kind of discussions. And it's, as somebody who books for this show specifically, it's really difficult to get leftists to come on at all to even engage in these conversations. And this was really
Yeah, because Tim is so fucking petrified about who he lets on the show. There's a
usually it's not this bad. It's not 3 against 1. So thank you. And if you have any friends that want to come on, send them our way. You can come with them. You can tag team in.
Oh, I got a good one.
Okay, good. Like, let's set it up because I think it's interesting and more people, our audience likes it. Like, our audience wants us to engage with you more. So thanks for coming on. I appreciate it. And I'm sad we missed an opportunity to talk about the things we do agree on, because I think that there could be lots of things. So maybe next time we'll do, hey, what can we agree on?
And I want to take a second to wish everyone a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. See, I'm the one that's
why you're the host.
holiday spirit here.
Happy Hanukkah.
I'll say happy holidays.
Where was the video where they were like, is there even a Christmas tree near Biden or whatever? Or is there like any Christmas stuff near Biden? There's like a giant fucking Christmas tree like right behind them. Oh my God. Okay, hold on. I'm going to talk to Rowan for a few minutes about our rap video project. And I'm going to use the restroom real quick. 1 sec. Wow.
By now,
Wow, what's up, babe?
Not much, man. How are you?
I'm doing great. Just, watching my good friend Luke Beasley on my other good friend Tim Pool's show without Tim Pool being
That's
there.
good. Why do you watch this shit?
Because it's my job too.
It sounds terrible. I watched it for like an hour and then I couldn't stand it anymore, so I went to Starbucks.
Nice.
Yeah. Well, hey, man, what did you think of the final product of the rap battle?
I thought it was super cool.
Yeah. That's good. You deserve an award for the worst, most deadpan reaction of all time.
Listen, I can't watch videos myself, okay? It's very cringe. I can't watch any videos myself. What do you want me to say, all right?
Yeah. I mean, I still made you look pretty cool, though, huh?
Yeah, thought it was so cool.
Very good. That's awesome. So you don't think that Hassan will watch it on stream, but in private, probably for sure, right?
Oh, he's probably watched it like 20 times privately. He's probably taking notes on exactly like how he wants to comment on it or whatever. Yeah, on stream. Absolutely.
God, I hope so. That's awesome. Did you have a favorite part of it?
I like all of the parts equally.
Oh, okay. Did you really? Very, very, very PC of you to say, Destiny.
So PC. I don't know. It was a whole process. It was fun recording stuff. I remember you said you were gonna slow it down for me.
Yeah, I offered it first. I thought the BPM might be too fast to rap, but you did it
Press
for
enter
the
to
record.
enable the narrator.
Oh, hang on.
Good job.
Is it on my end or your end? What is happening?
That was definitely on your end.
Ah, shit. I'm sorry. Wait. I'm trying to load a modded Minecraft thing in the background. Hang on. Okay, I'm back. But yeah, no. So for the record, you did rap it at 115 BPM.
Duh.
There was no editing involved.
I can't believe
so
you
good job.
thought I wouldn't be able to do it. Writing stuff back and forth was fun. I thought that was cute.
That was fun. Yeah, and people like your line's the best. I'm getting a lot of comments saying the line about the Gusano and the Nero Holodomor were like very, very well received by people, and I give you credit for that because you wrote all four of those bars yourself.
Thanks. I'll go to Drake next. I'll try to go straight for him. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see. You did all the video editing stuff. We recorded everything here in the studio. I think I did like 4 takes for every bar, and then you took that, you mixed it all, you quantized it to make sure everything lined up well, and then the doubling was good. And then I went to your house, and then we did, it was like 3 different takes, right? 1 from each angle, going from the entire thing from top to bottom. You had me do some singing, and then you AI'd yourself for the performances for all of Hassan's part, yeah?
Yes, I did.
How was it?
Yeah, that was all me. I had a bunch of people say that I should have deep faked your own face onto you for the rap battle to make it more abstract. And I was like, if I had thought of that, I probably would have. But yeah, no, I'm very, very happy with the final product. You know, I should make a video where I react as AI you to the video where I give the reaction that I wanted.
Yeah,
I should do that.
You should do that. That would be good. That'd be a good product for sure.
I bet. But yeah, man, that's going to end the trilogy. Maybe one day in the future we could do another one, but I think I want to branch out. I want to do like a Sam Cedar rap. I think that'd be really cool. Might do a Kyle Kalinske one as well.
I feel like if you do a Sam Cedar rap, it's got to be like I guess like slow it down a lot, you know? Like you should do somebody who doesn't have like a rapping cadence at all.
Yeah, like he just talks the whole time. He's like, well, ostensibly, how would you adjudicate property rights? And he just talks the whole time.
You can still have him rap. Just have to make it more, style appropriate. Do you have any ideas for who you'd want to do next?
Yeah, I mean, so I have one in the works right now. It's going to be Anthony Fantano versus Ronnie Radke. I have that beat fully written.
Who's
so that
Ronnie
should be out
Radke?
next. He is the lead singer of Falling in Reverse, the emo band.
Okay. Why would they debate?
And they're in a bunch of drama right now. So it's like a cool blend of the music world and the politics world, because they're both music guys, but also like Ronnie Radke is very like right-wing coded, very like anti-PC, kind of cringe, kind of like Tom McDonald. And then Fantano obviously is like pretty left. And Ronnie is suing him right now for defamation. So
Jesus.
it's right for the drama.
My God. Okay. That's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, you made the you make the entire beats from nothing, right?
Yeah. I write them all myself. I've produced for about 10 years.
Very nice. Very cool. Very awesome.
Yeah. So it was a fun project. I really appreciate you being a part of it. I never thought when I made the first rap battle in November of last year that I was going to be at your apartment filming one with you. So I really appreciate it. This was very, very cool.
Yeah, it was fun to do stuff. Yeah, I do a lot of pre-made content, so it's a fun work, fun project. Yeah.
I mean, hey, if you ever want to do like an EP, Steven, you know what I mean? I think that you actually do have rapping chops.
For sure, yeah.
Think
I listened to a lot of Eminem growing up, being part Cuban. It's,
Well, of course.
Yeah. Maybe that'll be the next
too late.
composition challenge. It'll be like a rap off,
Dude, I'm always down. Hey, if you ever need like a DGG theme song or anything, if you ever do any more like music competitions, let me know. I would totally enter that.
Okay, got it. Based. Okay.
Hell yeah. Are you going to go back to watching your Tim Pool Goyslop now?
I might do this tomorrow, but yeah, Jesus. Just waiting for January 1st to roll around. Our brains can all reset. We can enter the new year as strong, powerful people. It'll be amazing, okay?
True. Oh, hey, 2 questions for you. One, where's the fucking Jan 6 video, Steve?
Listen, it's working. He's working on it. It's all out of my hands, so it's the other guy editing it, and then his team of people like editing all the shit, so I'm just waiting on them. Is
there any loading bar of how far along it is?
Nope. I think he said, I think his goal right now is January 1st, or January 6th is the meme, but we'll see.
Okay, but it is still being produced. It's actually happening.
I would hope so. Yeah, he just sent me like an update on the cut that they have right now, basically for it. Yeah.
Okay, I'm just checking because the people are losing hope, Steve. I'm in the trenches of X. Okay, meme smithing over there, and all the people think that you're bullshitting them, that it's not coming out.
Sure.
So
I mean, I don't know like what the expectation is. Like, it's going to be a rehash of all the things I've said. I mean, it can come out and then, but it's like there's an issue that the American public clearly doesn't give a fuck about. So, but yeah, no, it's coming.
But I mean, it's it's cool. It's good to create because then it's like a compendium of like all of your arguments in one concise video that anybody in the future, even if it's like 5 or 10 or like 20 years from now, can watch, and it will be like the entire play-by-play, and nobody has made a recollection of that day to the minute that accurate. So I think it's a very, very useful thing to create.
Okay.
Personally.
All right.
I'm very excited for it.
All right. Well.
Yeah. One last thing. Also, I got a DM from somebody on Twitter, and they said that they have a decent chance that if they can hook this up, would you be interested in debating Anna Kasparian?
Yeah, of course. But I have like so many people in the background that are working on stuff like this, and I never know. It feels like these people are just running to like me and somebody else, or Anna and somebody else, and they're like, "Oh, hey, would you debate this if this person said yes?" But they have like they're not anywhere on the other thing. But yeah, I mean, if somebody wanted to, I would 100% do it. I just, yeah.
Yeah. You're probably right. Well, yeah, cool. He just asked me if I would ask you on the off chance, and I was like, yeah, sure. I will float that his way. I'm not sure if it's going to materialize. Yeah, just wanted to let you know. I'm trying to think if there's anything else that I wanted to say to you.
I got a $50 donut saying, I've been making hip hop music for 20 years, and I have to say, you're an insanely good rapper in terms of delivery and performance. Well done, man. That's from Rick Ross, he said. So,
damn, the Rick Ross.
It was the Rick Ross, yeah. Fucking awesome, yeah. So.
That's amazing.
You said wait, was it a project you're working on, or what, or about content, or?
A project I'm working on. The skit we made, which I will not reveal what it's about, but I'm in the works of editing that, and that's going to come out in January as well. Involving a certain special someone, and yeah, I think that's about all that I had for tonight. I guess I'll let you get back to your very, 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 very high level idea discourse that you've been watching this fine evening, Steve. So I appreciate the conversation.
Yeah, we're all about that high level discourse here. So, all right. I love you. Be careful, babe.
Awesome. Peace. Bye.
Bye. Fuck that guy. Okay. Well. Connections is fucked. Oh, 48 times combo. Good job. All right. Let me go ahead. Today, I'm going to just maximize my brain power here, and we're going to crush it. We're going to crush it. Stats, crown, Abbott, elementary, nun, key, dome, ABBA, laurel, monk, coconut, fry, skull, bones, kayak, and Kojak. Wow. Oh my God. Through some totally twisted random shit, I know what one of these categories is, but I don't know all the answers. Bones was some fucking show on TV, and so is fucking Monk. This is definitely one of them. Abbott? Downtown Abbott? Is that a real thing? And Kojak? No. Abbott's not a thing. What am I thinking of? Don't move in fry. Kayak? Was that a thing? No. That's on Laurel, the skull. ABBA was a show? No. Fuck. I'm not gonna get it. I'm not gonna get it. I don't know it. Fuck. Monk, Bones, and Kojak? Laurel, kayak, coconut, elementary. Fuck. Fuck. Okay, hold on. Oh, man. I have no idea. French stuff? Like a French fry, a French crown, a French elementary? I don't know. Wow, what the fuck? This is brutal. Crown. Nun? Was that a show? Laurel? That wasn't a show. Skull Kayak? Was that a show? I don't fucking know. Crown? Stats. Elementary. Key. Crown. Skull. Dome. Key, crown, skull, and dome. What's up?
I see two.
Two what?
Abbott Elementary is a show I watched last year.
ABBA and Elementary?
Abbott Elementary, both of those. Together they're a show.
That can't be, though, because I've already got these three are right, I think. So
It seems weird that they'd put those two together.
Okay, Elementary is a show, you're sure?
Abbott Elementary. Like, both of those words together is a show. I seen that.
Oh, shit. Then maybe I'm getting fucking baited. Oh, my God. This is a bait. Wait, is this a bait, then? A nun? An abbot? Is an abbot like a religious figure? Why do I feel that way? And then a monk? Like abbot? Or is an abbot like a... No. No. Is it a bait? Coconut? Nun. Key? Stats. What the fuck? Unreal. Fuck me, don't care. police procedurals? Was this a TV show? Elementary? I have no idea. Okay. Oh, man. What do we have here? Is an abbot like a thing that you can put on your head? Like a crown, an abbot, a dome, and a laurel? What is a laurel? I don't know. Bro, get me the fuck out of here. No, I don't know. That's a habit. Oh. Slang for head. Coconut? Crown can be somebody's head. A dome can, I guess, skull? Coconut? Okay. Palindromes. Oh my God. First in a comedy duo. I don't, okay, no, there's no way. All right, be careful. I love you. Don't die. Time guesser? God damn it. You guys are fucking... Bro, I don't know any of this shit. A group of exiled Tibetans dragging a Chinese flag to the Indian town Dharmasala before burning it. Okay. Oh my God, is that Biden? Oh no, wait. It's not America. Oh my God. I don't even remember when this fucking chick died. Is this gonna be like the fucking royal funeral? No, this isn't even Bongerland, right? What the fuck? Country. Shouldn't they write it on the thing? Please? Is this supposed to be like a flag? Color? Bro, are these like all dead people? These look like hearsts. Is that what they're called? I don't think so. It's probably not. No shot. Sorry, give me Germany. Oh my God, I have no idea. A convoy of hearses driving down a Dutch motorway following the shooting down of Malaysian Airlines Flight 17 by Russian-backed forces over Ukraine. Of course I knew that, obviously. Duh. 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 Okay. Oh, 50th and 5th. Huh. Well done. I remember this. This was in in '86, you know. Fuck. Oh, I had the fucking location so well too. Damn, I think that might be the first perfect. That might be the first 5K location guess. 21 years off. Christ. Jesus Christ, the fuck is this? Holy. Oh, E for Europe. What the fuck? Bro, these bros got fucked up. Wait, what is this? Fuck, what was the big natural disaster? Oh my God. Are you ready? I'm about to crush this. I'm about to kill this. God damn. I thought it was Mexico because I saw Fords. Does anybody really buy Fords in Europe? It would have been such a good guess. Dozens of cars piled up along a street in Valencia. The city was hit by a year's worth of precipitation, leading to one of the country's deadliest natural disasters. Who cares? Oh my God, Aruba. $1960. Whatever. Dutch royals Queen Juliana and Prince Bernard boarding a plane in Aruba, a constituent island country within the Kingdom of the Netherlands. You know what? 34K. We take those. All right. Don't die. Be careful. I'll go.